From Forsyth County, we've asked Chair Jenny Marshall to join us.
How are you?
Ah, perfect. Thank you. And everyone knows that Jenny also doubles as a DNC member out of North Carolina, so maybe she can tell us some good inside things. Thank you.
Well, I don't know about the inside. It seems like everything's on the inside, it's on the outside. When it comes to the DNC, we hear it in the news all the time. I'm up here to just talk about Forsyth County just for a second. Forsyth County is blue, yes. But our smaller municipalities are purple but feel red, or red themselves. But in 2025, we put an emphasis for the first time to get our municipalities, Democrats, elected to those boards. We wanted to retain the seats in, I'm going to mention some cities, and you might not be aware of these cities, but just trust me. Clemens and Walkertown, two small municipalities in Forsyth County. We kept the two Democrats that were on those seats. And I'm going to step back for just a second, because you all probably have nonpartisan municipality races. Most of you do. We do not. Forsyth County, Winston-Salem has partisan races, and for the first time ever, all of the small municipalities went from nonpartisan to partisan. So these folks have been sitting on boards for a very long time, just coming up and running their races in a nonpartisan way, but this time in 2025, everybody had either a D behind their name, an R behind their name, or a U, which made it even more challenging in some of these places and spaces. But we retained our seats in Clemens and Walkertown, with two Democrats retaining their seats. But what's more remarkable is in the town of Kernersville, which feels very red, but is not as red as what people think it is. We took a majority on the town council. Yeah. We took 3 seats. We ran 3 Democrats. We won 3 seats out of 5. We even closely almost unseated a very long-term Republican mayor, but didn't quite get there. Now, what is even more remarkable is in the small town of Louisville, about 14,000 people. There are about 10,000 registered voters in that municipality. Only 2,000 of them are Democrats. We won the mayor's seat and 3 out of 6 seats on the Louisville Town Council. That was a lot of hard work. We knocked a lot of doors in all these municipalities, and we're getting ready to seat yet another person in a small rural hall municipality this November with one of our people that ran in 2025. They're running again this year, unusually. But we're going to get her elected too. Why? Because we're out in community. We're out talking to people about the things that matter to them. Affordability, housing, jobs. And in Rural Hall, they want to put a big old data center. Yep. And that's got people up in arms. And when we talk about things that people find important, we find common ground. And common ground is where we get people to come over and vote for the Democrats that we know are going to be better for their communities and better for North Carolina and better for this United States. Right. So that's what we're focused in on here in Forsyth County. Secondly, we just hired our first staff person. We fundraised hard for it last year, and we have hired a really great guy. His name is CJ Staples, and he is just building community and talking to folks about what it means to do relational organizing, which means we're, again, back to what Beth said, humanity at the doors. When we're really understanding where people are, we can meet them and invite them over to the Democratic Party and understand that we have the candidates that are going to be better for community, going to be better in the long term when it comes to legislating, and going to unseat the North Carolina House members that we need to get rid of, the North Carolina Senate members that we need to get rid of, and better for this state. We have some really great candidates, and y'all are sitting here, you are the hardest workers. You have shown up on a Saturday at a district convention. You are the lifeblood of our party, and I want to thank you for that. You all are doing that And you all are showing up for those candidates, but we need to bring as many people as we can to get organized now, because our candidates are running, and they need support, and they need people out knocking doors, and they need people to go table for them, and they need people to spread the word, because when we talk to our neighbors, we will win this election. I cannot wait till November. And I hope you can either. You come with it, with the joy that Beth talked about, and you come with it with the ferocity that we will win in November. Because when we work,
We win.
we win. Thank you very much.
I think this is bearing out that the work is done at the county level.